We have to do certain things in business. We have to have so much money, so much success. And if we do not have those things, our business is not successful. That is all right as far as worldly consciousness goes. But the basic law of success is this. Whether you are a success or a failure, according to the conventional law of success, if you have companionship with God, if you have contact with the divine force and power of God, whether you are a success or failure in worldly consciousness does not matter. You are a success if, under any condition, success or failure, you have God. You have the greatest success. So remember, that should be the supreme consciousness which we have. Come what will. How do we know what God's plan is? Perhaps He wants us in this life not to be too successful, that we get egotistical. How do we know what God's plan is? Therefore, the only safe way is to have Him. Then, whether you are a success or failure, according to the concept, the ordinary conventional concept, doesn't matter. If you have God, you are a success without doubt. That's the basic law of success. Remember that. Next time you lose a sale or business doesn't go good, have you God? You see His infinite light. Is He with you? You're a success. Because the business will pass away. Everything passes away except His consciousness. Except the Christ consciousness within you. If you have that, you are a success. That's just a little side issue because we are apt to forget when we see someone else progressing, succeeding, having more than we do. We're apt to feel, well, why is it? But look within. Count your blessings. See what you have. If you have God contact, you have 1,000,000 times more than an ordinary successful businessman. We must never forget that. Remember Jesus' words when He said, "Let the birds of the air have nests, the animals have places to live, and holes to crawl into," but He says, "I have nothing." But He had everything, because He also said, "I and my Father are one." So we must not be sidetracked by ordinary ideas of success, but attain that first, God contact. Then your business will take care of itself. It will be Christianized. Now, the evil in business is not in business itself. Many people think that all business is bad. Anyone's in business, they're not a Christian. They're not a religious person. Of course, they can be a religious person. The evil in business is not in business itself. It's in the attachment to the power which money gives. That's the evil of business. If we follow a business and it takes so much of our time and energy that we can think and eat and talk nothing but business, naturally it's evil because there's no time left for God. And we, being spiritual creatures, must feed our spiritual nature. So remember, the evil of business is in the attachment to the results which come of money and power. That's the evil. That alone. Because, as I have said, never forget, business isn't something foreign to God's plan. It's in the plan. It's in His great cosmic plan. This cosmic motion picture, which you heard Mr. Cook speak about, and which next Sunday I will try and point out who the operator is. So, come next Sunday, bring your friends to the cosmic motion picture. But getting on with the subject this morning, remember the evil is attachment. And that, what is the basic cause of attachment? Desire. Desire for something which you haven't got. And that desire will never be fulfilled in this consciousness. It will only be fulfilled when you realize your oneness with the infinite light of God, feel and see and know Him. That's the reality. That's what God had in mind for us, to have our business. but to take Him with us in our business. Then it'll be Christianized, as I shall try to point out. Now, in the Bhagavad Gita, we have a little something which might fit in here about the evil of business. It is in desire. Desire which comes from the power of money. What it will do, what it will give you. That creates desire for more power, and there's no end to it. That's why it says in the Gita, in the 3rd chapter, 37th line, it is desire, begotten by the quality of motion, all-consuming, all-polluting. Know thou this, as our foe here on earth. Well, if that can apply to any other activity, it surely applies to business, because business is an activity here on earth. As a flame is enveloped by smoke, as a mirror by dust, as an embryo is wrapped in the amnion, so this transcendental consciousness, the presence of God, the Christ consciousness within us, which we should put in our business, is enveloped by that desire. Enveloped is wisdom by this constant enemy of the wise in the form of desire, which is insatiable as a flame. It can never be satisfied. You want to make money from your business, then you want to make more.